extraction step here. So continues to the yesterday's. So we have completed the extraction. In extraction, the content of the download directory, add-ons, plugins. So all those things it is asked it to extract the it completed. Then when it is going to the next step, then it will ask your confirmation, click on the next button, then we need to click on the next button here. So then here it will ask the disable the archiving log mode, then uptime how many parameters I have to maintain. There is a thumb rule, uptime how many above process, downtime how many above process here, SQL process, R3 trans, R3 load. They are the four types of process it will ask it here. So these are the important step, parallel processing for configuration. So this is the very important. This parameters, whatever the numbers you have given, this will influence the your system. This will influence the your system downtime activities and everything here. So SGen, we no need to run it now. Later we can run it here, right? So how about the this parameters here, this process parameters? This we have to so give it. This we have to so give it during the so configuration phase itself here, uptime and downtime. So that one I will here. So uptime, how many process, above process, SQL process, R3 trans, R3 load. So this process we have to give depends upon the this process we have to give depends upon the your number of CPU cores, number of CPU cores here. In the configuration tab, so we have to provide the uptime, how many process, and also SPDD, SPAU, if any previous request, we have to provide it. If you don't have previous request, we no need to provide. Any CTS plus transport request, anything, we can give it. So then so here uptime how many, downtime how many, what are the process parameters we have to give it here, right? So above process, right? SQL process. So R3 trans process, R3 trans, then R3 load process here, R3 trans and R3 load process here, SQL process, right? So above process means up in how many we have to give it. This is depends upon the your number of work process, how many are there. So that we have to give it. So based upon the number of work process here. So this SQL process, we have to provide it. So number of CPU cores, how many number of CPU cores we have. So that number of CPU cores we have to give it, right? CPU cores, CPUs. Then the R3 trans also we have to give same as like number of CPU cores, how many are there, we have to give it. Only R3 load process, we have to give 3 or 5 times of 3 or 5 times of R3 load process here. 3 or 5 times of R3 load, sorry, 3 or 5 times of number of CPU cores here. If the CPU cores are 5, then here SQL process is 5, then R3 trans are 5, then here R3 load is 3 into 5 or 5 into 5 or 4 into 5. So 3 into 5. So 15 process we have to give it here. So that's what we have to give during this time here, right? That's what we have to give in the time. So now in the configuration phase itself, we got the one phase. They are the 37 nodes. This need to be implemented in our systems. They are the nodes, lot of nodes we have to implement in our systems. This is the phase where we have to implement the missing nodes. Nodes. Nodes means it's kind of a some of the security vulnerabilities bug fixes. So which are missing that functionality in our systems. SAP deliver this type of things in the form of nodes. In the form of nodes, they will deliver it here. So these things we have to import in our systems. These things we have to import in our systems here. So how to import these things here, right? Select the node. So which nodes SAP asking us to implement it? Go to the your so go to the your SAP system. S note is the transaction code. S note. S note is the transaction code where we need to apply the nodes in our SAP system. Normally, for this nodes apply, real in the real time scenarios, real systems, there is a SAP backbone configuration. It's a backend configure so that automatically we can download the nodes from the service marketplace. We can implement it here. But in our training systems, there is no backbone configurations, means there is no connectivity to the SAP. So what we can do, we can manually download the nodes and we can manually upload the nodes here. Manually download and manually we can upload the nodes here. So there the nodes are available here. There are a lot of nodes are available. So we can manually download and upload the nodes here. So in the C drive, there is a SAP nodes. Here there are the nodes are available. So just click on the SAP. So automatically this node will be means it will be added to the SAP level. From here, select it and click on the import button. So they are the notes. Each and every issue, in case you are not intended to update the support pack, then SAP will release the bug fixes via note. SAP will release the bug fixes code corrections via note. So these notes we have to implement in our SAP systems. SAP systems we have to implement it here. SAP systems we have to implement all these notes here so that the related object, related bug fixes, related code corrections will be implemented here. So like this, see how we implemented here, right? So one note we have implemented. Then, so there is a one more note here. Like that, there are the 37 notes. The 37 notes are available here. Just to go to here, upload the note, then select the note, which note you want to upload it here. So all the notes, right? So just select it, then you can import the note here. So note, select it and click on the import the note here. So now everybody whoever there, so please implement maybe 37 notes. If you distribute like 444 or 333, then easily we can complete this note implementations and everything here. So that is the your assignment for today. So you have to complete. Otherwise, without completing, if you we cannot proceed further here, this node implementation, there are the multiple nodes are there. So open this URL in your browsers, then try to implement the node. So first three, I will do it. So how to implement it? What is this node contains means node contains the bug fixes, correction instructions. So new enhancements, foreground bugs, syntax errors. This will be fixed. So that's the reason SAP will release these nodes. They will ask us to implement it here. Then in this case, we need to go to the, so upload the node, then click on this one, select the text file, only select the text file, allow it. I think it's done. 2244 42449893920. Okay, this one we have not implemented. Okay, let me implement this one, first one. Upload the node. So normally in the real time, you no need to manually download anything here. Why? Because so the node will be in the service marketplace. You have the connection already. So that will be automatically, we can download it from your SAP system here. Automatically, we can download it here. So here, we don't have any backbone connection. So the scenario method number two, so we have to download it manually and we have to import it here. Download manually, we have to import it here. That's what we have to do it here. Okay, so three nodes I have implemented. So now, so your guys, please distribute among yourself to two nodes or three nodes. Then please implement these nodes. Okay. So that is, without this one, we cannot proceed further here. So you need to implement all the nodes here. Then only once implemented, just click on the next button. It will take into the next step here. Okay. So that's one. Why? Because this is the blocker. Without this one, you cannot proceed further as well here. Only that three nodes will be in the list will gone. Then 34 nodes we have to implement it here. Right? 34 nodes. Then we have the 11 members. Right? 3. If you implement it, then that will be completed soon. Okay. Any questions, anyone?
I just have one question. What if when we implement an OSS node and we have to do SPDD or SPA activity, so would we be required to do that before?
Note implementation, SPDD, SPAU, it's not required, right? Why note implementation? That is not required. Only support pack time that is required. Not now. So not now, maybe during not in the middle of the note implementations. So maybe after that or so before that, that one that may be required to clean up the entries in the system, anything. So that may be required, but note implementation. So SPDD, SPAU, it's not required to perform it here. So that's not required.
How do we configure SAP to connect to service marketplace?
Yeah, there is a router concept. We need to add our system into the router. So then router will connect to the SAP marketplace. So that is there is a big one of the big configuration. We have to do that one. We have to raise a ticket with SAP. SAP will provide us the router certificate. That router certificate we have to import into the SAP. There is a procedure. So instead of following the so because it's not the real time system, right? That's why we are not added that into the marketplace here. So just it's only training system. We have to manually do it. Anything, any node implementations, we have to manually download it and manually we have to import it. We have all the nodes are available here. Just to click on that one, then you can implement it, all the nodes, then extract it. So the see here, note it done. So one more note I'm implementing here. Just implement it here.
Sir, Arvind, sir.
Yes.
Sir, actually, I have missed the calculation part before we start, sir. Can you explain it, sir?
Now you can just refer the video. I have taken the video, right? Just you can open it. That's why you should not miss the videos, classes. One person I cannot explain now.
Can I get the videos?
It's in the already in the queue.
Okay, thank you, sir.